been a while since I've done a video because I drive a stick shift now. It's very difficult, but I got a little straightaway here, and I have some thoughts. I see these guys who've done some long-term recovery, leaving the house and relapsing, and it really is surprising to me, because it appears as though there's a great foundation. I know that there's a great foundation for recovery, for a springboard for a better life, and everything. Gosh, like everything is there from my perspective that would lead to the life that they want, and success and happiness. And then I find out that there was a relapse or close to it. I mean, close to it is okay, but to go back into drinking and using and your life becoming unmanageable again is just surprising to me. And I never know who's going to make it. It's funny how the guys I think are stellar ambassadors of the 12-step programs and the recovery process end up not making it, and the ones that I think don't have a snowball's chance in hell end up making making it into long-term sobriety. So you can never know. You can never prejudge. I can just in reflecting on my I have I'm 13 years at this point of abstinence from drugs and alcohol, and recovered from that unmanageability. And some of the things that stand out, and I think if you just get rid of all the the technicalities and the details, just dumb it down to this simple: you have to serve others. That I think that's it. You have to find balance in life. There's some other things, but step 12 is where it lives and resides, and step 11 and 10 are important too. That being 11, the prayer and the meditation, I think that creates a more permanent state of a psychological effect that changes over time into a permanent state of that escaping from being human that we crave in recovery through our addictions, right? That's what it is. We want a little bit of reprieve from being human. So we drink or we drug and we get it, but then it turns on us. And through meditation and prayer and serving others, and of course, when we're wrong, we promptly admit it. It's you can't be comfortable in your own skin when you're hurting other people. But that you have to go through the whole step process. I mean, of course, but the largest factor I would say that has attributed to my long-term recovery has been jumping right into service for others. And for me, I definitely sponsored guys as soon as I went through the steps. Within a few months, I was willing to sponsor guys and able. And people think, oh, well, what do I have to offer? A month ago, I was, just getting into rehab. Well, if you have 30 days clean and sober, you have something that a lot of people on the streets are suffering in the middle of their addiction would give anything for. It would blow their mind that you have 30 days of abstinence from drugs and alcohol. So you do have something to offer. And, if those who started the 12-step programs were not willing to, the founders of AA, if they weren't willing to get out the next day after a day of recovery, of sobriety, and help someone else, show someone else how to get one day, this thing wouldn't be anywhere. So don't be afraid to get out there and sponsor people. I always say it, if you just give a crap, if you care, that's all that's necessary. You can't screw it up from there. You just do your best to get through the steps as best you remember them. But that's what I did. I started sponsoring guys, and then I went straight into my children, right into a custody battle. My every waking minute was thinking of other people and how I can serve them and help them. And you even think in business. Successful people in business are helping other people. They're providing solutions to problems. And the more people you do that for, the more success you'll have in business. So that's really what it all comes down to. If you can get out there and you don't want to be too ambitious about it and overextend yourself. You do have to find some balance. But I think over time, if you can just, by turning your life over to God or that power greater than yourself and the universe, whatever it is that works for you, even if it's just the group conscious, just believing there's a power out there, there's something greater than you that can help you get through the little times where maybe you're too weak to make it, and you just barely skate by an incident, then that's okay. That's happened to me countless times where I just think, oh, thank goodness I was able to avoid this situation or that situation and not do something stupid. But somehow it's always worked out that way. And it's, a lot of people apparently just aren't able to do that. They maybe resonate in, I'm just trying to understand how this happens, how people relapse when they have such good sobriety under their belt, such a good foundation. But, at the end of the day, if we are 80 years old and we live in a state of gratitude and happiness and are living a good life, then it's worth it, right? So who cares if you slip up and how old you are and the stumbles? That's okay. You just get back on track and, eventually everything can be okay. But it's, there's nothing new, all right? Step 12, just serve others. I think that's the key. That's my every waking minute. Right now, when I wake up, I'm serving my children. I'm helping my, my significant other. I have sponsees. I'm helping the guys in the sober living. There's just constantly this state of I need to keep myself in check because people are depending on me making good decisions, and that really helps me stay focused and stay on a good course. If you're afraid of, if you have inferiority complex or insecurity issues that prevent you from thinking you're capable of helping others, or, the fear of screwing it up is greater than your desire to help others, then you're doing it wrong. You just want to focus on the fact that, you do have something to offer. Put that in God's hands. Just pray about that. People will come into your life that need you and that ultimately you need as well, and everything can work out okay for you. But at the end of the day, don't beat yourself up either. If you slip up, this is a marathon. We're playing the long game here. So I have literally had nightmares about relapse, and I just feel horrible for people that actually do it. I really respect somebody who can dust themselves off over and over again, not give up, and continue to fight the battle and try to find that state of happiness. It's a fleeting, eluding, moving target, but we're all in this thing together, and we got to help each other, right? And it's possible. Long-term sobriety is possible. Happiness is possible. Enjoying life is possible. Balance, all of those things, it's possible. I'm experiencing it, and it's great. All right, thanks, bye.